What's up, So the other day, my homie was telling me about the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie that's coming out, and I was telling him about how the production company, Blumhouse Productions, does not disappoint. I mean, since the year 2000, this man Jason Blum has been dropping heat after heat after heat after heat. And I'm not just talking about Tooth Fairy, but chances are, over the past 10 years, you've probably seen a movie that this guy's produced. More recently though, he's been getting into those only for streaming platform movies, and I don't blame him. That's what everyone wants, and that's what he's gonna get you, regardless of how shit the movie is. I mean, if you think about it, that's what got him popular. He got this random movie and said, sure, I'll produce it, and it became the biggest thing in the world. And ever since then, he's been trying to recapture that fire over and over and over and over and over and over. Like, honestly, Paranormal Activity wasn't even that scary. I remember seeing the previews for it, and it was just some night vision shot of the audience getting scared. And then when you watch it, you're like, there's no fucking... Obviously, they can't make a trailer out of this shit.
What happened to, the little handheld? Easy to move around, versatile.
Are you gonna park the car, or are you gonna stand there looking at it?
Fast forward to now, and like I said, he's still trying to do the same thing. Take this movie Dashcam, where 95% of it was filmed on a dash cam. No. But for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at one of his newest movies, They/Them. A horror movie about some teens that get sent to a conversion camp, but there's also a killer. So the movie starts out with this woman driving along this dirt road, but she's listening to this scary audiobook as if that's appropriate driving music.
By now, the long, hot summer had caused the bodies to putrefy. The flies and maggots were crawling. No fucking way.
Yeah, no shit, no fucking way. What are you listening to? That's like working out to the Bittaker and Norris tapes. And just like the woman on those tapes, this lady is murdered for what I'm assuming is being a raging lesbian. It's now the morning, and we see the kids arrive, and guess who the camp counselor is? Everybody cut.
I can't make you straight.
Alright, pack it up. Movie's over. He can't do the one thing he's there to do. Isn't it ironic, though, how the guy who's starting a gay dance movie is trying to turn these other kids straight? I think this is where he went after he got footloose.
And I know what you're thinking. You hear the words gay conversion camp, and you start to imagine all kinds of homophobic bullshit. Well, that is not what we're about here.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. Ain't no homophobic people here. Just we might dance, though. We might get a little dancing on it. Best believe that, Jared. But we don't hate the lifestyle you guys chose. We're just here to make sure you guys never think like that again. So now we get an introduction to his totally not homophobic staff, and who consists of, and this is all from memory, Dr. Clyde Drexler.
This is Dr. Cora Whistler.
Nurse Molly. That one's easy. I think he said Zeke or Z or something like that, for the guy who's a converted gay.
And that's Zane, our athletics director, and a former student here, so he knows all the ropes.
And then the other girl is Zeke's wife, and then this dude right here is Balthazar.
And over here we have Balthazar. That's our handyman all around, Mr. Fix-It. Say hello, Balthazar.
And before we get any further in this movie, I had no idea camps like this existed. I kind of want to pretend to be gay and go to one of them and see if Kevin Bacon is my camp counselor. So now before anyone can actually participate, they're asked to put their phones and medication in this bin. And I get the phones, but this girl's putting prescription medication in there. Oh, what's that? You need one of these every 2 hours or else your heart stops? Are we sure these aren't what's making you gay?
And this is the most important thing that I want to say to you. I know that many of you are here only because your parents made you.
Nah, you for real? I thought the red-haired Asian girl left her family voluntarily or be kicked out if she didn't come back a doctor. My bad. Everyone then gets sent to their cabins, and as that's happening, you're like, what's up with this little guy? What's this little guy got going on? What's up with this little guy?
Yes.
So, this is a thing.
Okay.
I'm trans and non-binary. I use they, them pronouns.
Oh, that's crazy. Mine are who and asked.
I'm assuming you don't have an all-gender cabin?
No, not currently. Obviously, we need one.
Maybe so.
I'm assuming you don't have any alt-gender cabins. Yeah, that would literally defeat the purpose of what the fuck their camp there is for. Oh yeah, I just joined rehab and I don't see any crack smoking rooms. I'm a crack smoker. It also makes no sense that these two are making fun of this guy for using they, them, when they're literally there for the same reason.
They?
Yes, ma'am.
You use they, them? Well, I suck dick behind my parents' back. So now Footloose wants to know why these kids are here, as if his main goal wasn't just to rid them of the evil that was put inside of them. But this guy Toby is like,
I don't want to be a big flaming fruit anymore. I want to play hockey and drink non-light beer like all the normal guys.
why is his idea of a normal guy just your standard Canadian? But here's now what he actually is there for.
I made a deal with my parents. If I spent the week here, I could go to New York and see Moulin Rouge.
And basically, we get this Alcoholics Anonymous style intro for everybody. The guy who just made fun of the guy who uses they, them just told us he's so gay that he can't even go in a locker room without throwing up.
I mean, in the locker room, I don't know where to look. I get so tense I have to, like, throw up.
This blonde girl is your basic, if my friends find out, they'll kill me. Which is like, what? Who doesn't want to be friends with a lesbian? Hey, you go eat pussy somewhere else. This girl's parents made her come. This guy just describes what happens to him on a daily basis.
There goes the fag. Blow me, fag.
And then Markiplier is here for...
No.
We then get this hot shower scene that turns into a gender reveal when this black girl turns out to be a dude who's trans and now has to sleep in the boys' cabin.
This is who I am.
Jordan treated me with respect by being truthful about their transition. You did not. Simple as that.
We then get this montage of everyone doing these camp activities, which if you think about it, is probably the gayest thing they can do at a gay conversion camp. But now we finally meet the reformed homosexual himself, Z-Man. And what better way to introduce himself than to see him lead a bunch of gay boys and girls into a forest blindfolded and handcuffed at night. And basically they want everyone to pair up, walk for 10 minutes, and then good luck till the morning. And it's all going good until this dude shows up.
Who is that?
Surprisingly, nobody died, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna change. And I'm not just saying that because there's a murderer running around. I'm saying that because there's a... They now separate into groups again to do more straight activities like shoot a gun and baking a pie. And I'm gonna be honest, once you see Balthazar die, you could care less about these guys' personal problems. But then out of nowhere, Kevin Dance Mom is like, if you don't shoot this dog, we're gonna break his legs.
You're gonna shoot old Duke, or Zane is gonna take that sledgehammer and he's gonna break one of his legs. Then he's gonna break the other leg. He's gonna torture that poor old dog, and you're gonna watch. And old Duke is gonna bleed out all over the fucking place and howl like the devil because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on and he can't move because both of his legs are broken.
And I shit you not, I'm like, here's where he says psych in some like cruel joke. Nope, the trans dude just shoots the dog. So now tensions are crazy high, and I don't even mean in the movie. It's been an hour and 7 minutes, and the two people who've gotten killed are the most forgettable characters. Balthazar didn't even get any character development. Y'all introduced him and then said goodbye without him saying a single word. But later that day, these three have a secret meeting to make a plan to steal a bus and leave the next morning. Meanwhile, these two have passionate butt sex in this random shed, only for this guy to be like,
"Who do we pump this week?"
And I was gonna make a joke about this, but they literally just strap this guy to a chair, hook him up to some wires, and basically try to electrocute the gay out of him. All the while, you're wondering, when is someone gonna die? I swear to God, if Kevin is the killer, but after the killer catches the guy who tricked the last guy, he puts him in the same chair and lets the electricity have passionate butt sex with him. This girl then discovers the dead bodies of the other counselors, and now everyone is in a panic, and I still don't know who the killer is. I've seen 2 girls and 2 guys have sex, and I'm still nowhere near understanding this movie. But while everyone is trying to find the safest way to leave, we find out that the killer is actually one of Mr. Bacon's former students who actually killed the real Molly and pretended to be her so she can get her revenge. And after whatever their name, trans boy can't pull the trigger, the fake Molly spears my guy into a rhino horn. She also cuts his throat, which gets this guy thinking if he should just put a bullet in his head instead of having him be slaughtered like a farm animal. In the end though, Molly gets arrested and these guys act like they just didn't endure the worst 2 days of their fucking lives.
If you count both Charles Lee Ray and Chucky as separate deaths, then 6 people die in this movie. Pretty low for a slasher, but that's okay.
Yeah guys, that was they them, or as they like to say it, they slash them. And I was gonna make fun of the guy who wrote this movie, but believe it or not, this is one of like his first movie that's actually ass. He's wrote Gladiator, The Last Samurai, The Aviator, Rango. Apparently this guy's like, let me just write something bad, just to see how it feels. And even then, it's not that bad. Call me homophobic or whatever, but if you made this movie without all the, you know, that stuff, it'd just be like it'd be a good movie, but I mean, there's no like, shooting a dog isn't gonna make someone straight. That has nothing to do with anything. Like, that part made no sense, especially when this is like the literal first thing they say about the dog.
And that finally is old Duke. Duke is one old hound dog, so please treat him kindly. He's gonna torture that poor old dog, and you're gonna watch it.
But yeah guys, don't go to conversion camp without sending me an invite.